All right, I want you to pay attention because in just a few short days, you could be on your way to living with a lot less joint pain and less inflammation in your body and quicker recovery from injuries. And you can do so without an expensive trip to a physical therapist or a doctor to fix an issue that you might be able to fix yourself. It implements something called lasers. Laser therapy. I know that sounds all scientific and lasers sounds almost dangerous, but in fact, the use of what's called photobiomodulation for injuries, for energy, for hormones, and for a wide variety of other benefits is something that has a ton of science behind it and that can be done in the comfort of your own home. So there is this new little laser therapy device that I've been using. It looks like this. It makes red light and it wraps around your body. Okay, I push a button, it stays on for a few minutes, push a button, turn it off. It's called a Kineon. So this thing is being used by a ton of top athletes and teams around the world now, along with a bunch of biohackers like myself who have discovered it to help recover faster and heal better and perform better, all within a few weeks of consistent use of the device. For example, this morning I got up. I took a little bit of methylene blue, which, in addition to anything that's super green like chlorella or spirulina, or anything that's kind of black like shilajit, actually allows your body to better take photons of light and turn them into ATP. So I took some methylene blue and I literally took this thing and irradiated my entire body. And when I say irradiated, I mean in a good way, with red light by putting this around my neck and turning it on. So now all the blood, every time it comes past my carotid, is getting exposed to infrared light. Before that, when I woke up this morning, my knee was a little bit stiff from yesterday. I basically just took this thing, wrapped around my knee, and within a few minutes, my knee felt like all the swelling and stiffness had gone away, and it was as though I'd gotten a massage, but I was literally using light to do it. So, my name is Ben Greenfield, and one of my jobs is to find cool stuff that actually works and teach you about how to use it to improve your lifespan and your health span. And this portable light therapy device by Kineon is a total game changer. I actually was kind of sort of on the fence about using it because it didn't seem as big as a lot of the light panels I've used in the past. But holy cow, I mean, not only A, is it portable, but B, when I was on the fence about it, I happened to run into the guy who owns the company, actually when I was down in Mexico, and I had dinner with him, and he spent like an hour and a half filling me in on all the actual research behind this and all the different ways to use it, and I've been using it literally every day since then, and the deep targeted penetration of light therapy right to the center of your joint or wrapped around a place like your neck to get the full body blood effect is absolutely a game changer, and it allows real healing to take place when you're able to penetrate deep into the joint. So this is like a cheat code that lets you beat the body at its own game. It's being used by professional athletes now in the NFL, the NBA, MMA, CrossFit, and a whole bunch of other avenues to speed up their recovery from injuries or get an extra performance edge in a very quick and convenient way. Now, red light therapy and photobiomodulation, it's something that I've used for a decent period of time. You can consider it to be like creatine, right? Creatine is well-researched, readily accessible, safe to use in your own home with thousands of medical papers demonstrating the safety and efficacy of it. And I would say that the same thing applies to red light therapy. Now, the problem is a lot of red light therapy devices are huge. They're big panels that you got to get in front of, and that's great for a full body treatment, something like that or an infrared sauna. But being able to just throw this in my laptop bag and take it on the go, or have it on my bedstand and just wrap it around wherever I want to wrap it around at night or in the morning, makes this thing absolutely a must-have if you're somebody who moves. It's actually called the Move. So the company that makes it is called Kineon, Kineon, but the product is called Move, the Move Plus. I really want to get my hands on this. I actually got two of them now, so I can literally wrap one knee, wrap the other knee, or pre-workout. Did you know that you can use red light pre-workout to deliver more ATP and oxygenate the muscle even better? So you can wrap one around one thigh, one around the other thigh, or one around a shoulder, let's say you're a tennis player or a pitcher, and one around the other shoulder, one around the neck for the full body blood effect like I was talking about earlier. So it's worked so well. This thing has been featured now in publications like Cool Material and Yanko Design and the Morning Chalk Up, and a lot of people are discovering how quick, and convenient red light therapy can be without spending thousands of dollars on expensive physical therapy. So you don't have to give an arm and a leg for knee reconstructive surgery. The other cool thing is if you do get a surgery or you do get stem cells or anything like that, red light actually helps to make these type of therapies more effective. And the cool thing is you only need 5 up to 20 minutes of treatment a day. So when I press the button on this thing once, it lasts about 5 minutes, and then it turns off and I can press it again, and sometimes I'll press it 4 times for up to 20 minutes per day. I think it's just as, if not more effective than icing. And unlike icing, it actually has the ability to be able to introduce more blood flow to an area and to be able to allow the body to create more ATP. Because when you ice a joint, it decreases the pain, but it effectively just kind of suspends time. So it slows blood flow, causing the blood vessels to constrict and making the nerves less susceptible to feedback. And it makes you feel like you've had pain and inflammation relief, but when you're done icing, the pain comes back, the inflammation comes back, the joint is less mobile, and sometimes it's even more than before. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against cold bathing and ice baths and cryotherapy and cold thermogenesis for the nervous system or for fat loss, but I think red light and light therapy is actually better than ice. And if I was gonna ice to say massively decrease pain, I can now follow it up with red light to be able to allow the blood flow to come back into the area. So if you want more research on red light therapy, I mean, you can go to PubMed and type in photobiomodulation or red light therapy and see literally reams and reams of medical research. So the other cool thing about the MOVE Plus is it increases nitric oxide. Red light therapy increases nitric oxide. The increase in blood flow decreases pain and inflammation. The increase in blood from the nitric oxide, the vasodilatory effect, delivers more oxygen and nutrients to a damaged joint. So it's like giving a damaged joint a little bit of Viagra, right? It maximizes blood flow, increases capillarization, and that's based on the nitric oxide effect. So the other interesting thing, not to get too deep into the weeds, is that LED light and lasers, when you combine them, you get an even greater effect, because laser light emanates deep into the center of the joint, bringing health and healing to the real root cause, while the LED lights help to introduce blood from the surface level. So that's why an ideal device can sit right on your skin. Okay, a panel can't necessarily do that unless you're laying on a red light therapy bed. So usually you're like 2 inches away, 6 inches away from a panel or many other red light therapy devices. But when it's right up against your skin, right up on a joint, you actually allow the delivery of the red light to penetrate more deeply into the joint. It's like, holding a bottle of your supplements 2 feet in front of your mouth and shaking it versus taking the capsules out and actually taking the supplement, right? There's going to be a different effect. And I think that when you use the red light against the skin, you get a really good dose with every single use. And even though we're talking about a very powerful laser on this thing, it's totally safe to the touch. I mean, you wouldn't want to stare into it with your eyes, but as far as going on the skin, on the joints, totally safe. It's not going to burn through your skin or anything like that. So I think that one of the reasons that this device has been potentially flying under the radar is that a lot of people see the great big sexy red light panels and don't realize there are smaller, more portable ways to get both LED and medical grade laser technology for the same recovery, healing, and full body performance optimizing effects. So again, I can take this thing on the go. So it's called the Move because it helps my body to move, but it also moves with me. Now, if you've been suffering from chronic joint pain, from inflammation, or you want to delve into red light therapy and do so at a decent price and be able to take it on the go, the MOVE Plus is going to be a game changer for you. So you're totally protected from risk. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can try it. You can feel the effects without being stuck with a product that you don't like. And again, super easy to use. I'm on this thing every day. Again, it's called the Kineon MOVE Plus. I highly recommend you check it out.